name, but remain as a sole proprietor.
Mm-hmm. Do you also do non-profit organizations?
Oh yes, I do that too. Yeah.
That takes time, doesn't it?
Yeah. A little bit stricter on the regulations about non-profit organizations because it has been subjected to so much abuse now.
That's right. So what about those people? Yes, sorry, Danny. What about those people that have a corporation, but they're really doing actually community service projects and they're doing community work? How does that go? They don't earn profit, but they just don't want to be forming a non-profit organization because of the time it entails.
Or in other words, they're doing community service, but there's no formal organization behind them. Is that correct?
Yes. So what do you suggest to those individuals?
It depends on their objective. If the organization, for example, they intend to get contributions,
I see,
toward achieving their goals, they may have to form a company as a non-profit organization. The advantage of that is that the people making the contribution can be able to claim their contribution in the tax return.
I see.
Yeah. Advantage of that.
Another question before we end our segment, Danny, is about people nowadays doing a lot of social media, correct? They do internet business. Do they also have to file to form a corporation or a company because they're doing the internet business, or those two are entirely separate?
No, they're okay. They could either do their business through the internet by just being a sole proprietor or a corporation or an LLC. But of course, they have to coordinate with other internet organization, like how are they paid, in other words, how are they paid for their services, for their products, and they have to keep track of records.
Right.
And even the sales tax, they have to file that. I think California is really getting into that too, because most of the internet sales are not, especially by individuals only. They're not reported. But yeah, you do have to get, like, for example, the sales tax permit, because when you sell items on the internet, you have to charge sales tax.
Now, incidentally, do you service people also from out of state? In other words, are you limited to California?
No, I do have. I have a client in Japan.
Is that right?
Yeah, and it's been a client for more than, I think more than at least 5 years, more than 5 years.
Oh, so you can
in Japan, and he stays there, and he communicates with me, and I haven't met him yet.
Wow.
Yes.
In other words, yes, with the wonder of technology, they're able to send you documentation through the internet, correct? Yes, and that's no problem. Yeah,
that's correct.
Even signature could be like just a sign on the document, e-sign, right?
Oh yeah, that's correct.
That's acceptable.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So Danny, what is your final advice? And please remember to give your telephone number or contact information for people who are watching or listening today.
All right. My phone number is 323-258-4862, and my email address is Danny Reyes, CPA @AOL.com. My advice is always comply with the IRS regulations and do not try to outsmart them, and always reply to IRS notices and then letters.
And of course, not to get in touch with you when it's already past the deadline, right?
They could try, and I usually, well, if ever, we just have to postpone the filing.
Right. And Danny, so what are the busiest months for you?
Busy months will be February, March, April. January a little bit, but not really that much. But
So,
I think maybe in the middle of January, I'll be busy by then.
Yes, and so after April, all the accountants go on cruises, right? On vacation. Well, Danny, you've been in the service of the community for how many years now?
In the community?
Yeah, how long have you been serving as a certified public accountant?
I don't want to give up my age.
No, you've been serving really many years, and definitely Danny is the person you can count on. It's very important that you have an accountant that you can trust, correct? And one thing for certain, everything is treated under strictest confidentiality, right?
That's correct.
Everything is confidential, so you don't have to worry. You can tell everything about your company, about your situation, and Danny will definitely help you. Whatever problems you have, he can give solutions to your tax problems. So, Danny, thank you so much for joining us. And why don't you wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year?
Yes, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Fill your hearts with joy, and as we celebrate the spirit of the season.
Right. We wish you the very best, Danny. And until then, next time on Public Affairs, Tax Tips on the Air.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.